आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, नमस्कार। गुड मॉर्निंग सर, आई एम अश्विन कुमार फ्रॉम हैदराबाद। आज मैं आपको कुछ सजेशंस शेयर करना चाहता हूँ। यस, आई नो यू आर अंडर लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर। ये वीडियो जो है आपको सिर्फ 10 मिनट की ड्यूरेशन है। सो आई एम हम्बली रिक्वेस्टिंग यू, आई एम शेयरिंग फ्यू पॉइंट्स, अगर आपको पसंद है तो इम्प्लीमेंट कीजिए। थैंक यू सर। सो आई स्टार्ट ऑफ विदाउट वेस्टिंग मच पॉइंट्स. So the first point which I would like to share is divide this country into 6 zones: north, east, west, south, central zone, and northeast zone. And northeast zone being your special priority also. So the major problem that the present country is facing is a lot of equipments are there which are not being utilized, nor there is a particular technician who can repair them. So I would request humbly, apart from the so many steps that you are taking, is to focus and inform the concerned state governments also to start the medical technician training programs. In this medical technician training programs, what is important is we should know the people how they can repair the ventilators, the oxygen cylinders, the hospital equipments, operation theater equipments, and heart lung machines, cath lab machines, CT scans everywhere. So we need a lot of technicians, youngsters, to learn this course at least within the next 3 months and be ready for any kind of the future waves that can come, third wave or fourth wave, and to serve the present patients also. So this is my humble request, is to, through you and to all the state CMs, please start a medical technician training program as fast as possible in your concerned constituency, in your concerned state, requesting all the MPs and MLAs to do the same. Right. Now, when we are trying to talk about all this medical equipment, sir, as you have rightly taken the right step in the right direction, kindly audit in all the state governments, hospitals, private hospitals, and what is the kind of equipment they have procured, what is the audit they are having right now, what is the consumption they have done. And as the government is going in the direction of reporting how many COVID cases have been reported, how many have been treated, how many people have died, and how many have recovered. This entire information, there should be complete transparency at even at ground levels. We are receiving lots of confusing information in different newspapers, different media, different people. So let there be a single platform authenticating the data that the central government is receiving. And let there be transparency in all the information that is being shared. The next point, I request you, through all this zonal method of 6 zones, to pull in all the vice chancellors of different universities, sir, and different IAS and IPS officers, district magistrates, under a single head called Emergency Team Head, ETH. And this is the time that we Indians need their services very badly. So these particular emergency team heads, under them will be all the party workers, irrespective of party affiliations, NGOs, RWS, resident welfare associations, and so many people would like to volunteer to directly report to the team and offer them what kind of service and help they can do. Because they are designated in different zones, in the different municipal circles, different gram panchayats, here the decision making authority has to be decentralized. Let the concerned vice chancellor, concerned district magistrate together, and the concerned IAS and IPS officer together be a part of 4-member team, and they take a core decision at the grassroots level. Because you cannot take all the burden sitting at Delhi, sir. There's too much of burden on your head. It's time to decentralize the burden that you are undertaking to all the people who are working at the grassroots level. That's my humble request to you, Modi ji. We require your services. The point is, we require you also to be safe. So, sir, I request you to decentralize the entire healthcare administration to different states, and especially all of them reporting to you under emergency team heads. Now, sir, coming to a very important point, do not restrict any media, sir. Let them report whatever cases they have to report, even from burial grounds also, no issues about it. Point is, take that particular report as a truthful report and see that, send that emergency team head of the concerned circle directly to that place to see that at least they can attend to it. We are not saying they're going to solve the case. At least they are attending on an emergency basis. If that particular report has been found to be false, kindly penalize those particular reporter under the NDRF Act. That is my suggestion, sir. Any fake news being reported at the grassroots level, kindly see that these people do not spread panic. These people do not spread fake news also in all the states concerned. Kindly take cognizance of this, sir. This is my humble request. Let the media be free to report anything from anywhere. Now, sir, coming to a very important point which the common man is facing the burden is lot of corporate hospitals, private hospitals are literally sucking the blood of the common man. There are cases which have been reported yesterday itself. I've seen in a particular video file of a Supraja hospital in Hyderabad where they billed a COVID patient of more than 23 lakhs. Think about it, sir. If this is the case in a simple, in a small town in close to Hyderabad, imagine what is the situation in other parts of the country. Immediately bring an ordinance to bring all private hospitals and private medical equipment suppliers under government control for the next 6 months, sir. This is important to save this nation. We cannot be allowed to be looted by private hospitals who are directly linked to their political bosses, and especially in Telangana. तेलंगाना में तो प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल्स को धूम मची हुई है, सर. आम आदमी के तो हर एक कतरा जो खून है वो खींच रहे हैं यहाँ पर. विनम्रतापूर्वक निवेदन है, सर, जल्दी से जल्दी ये ऑर्डिनेंस लेकर आइए. ये प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल्स, प्राइवेट मेडिकल इक्विपमेंट्स और डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स सभी को गवर्नमेंट के अंदर लेकर आइए. उनको ऑडिट रिपोर्ट लीजिए. जब ऑडिट रिपोर्ट इमरजेंसी टीम हेड्स ले लेंगे तो मालूम होगा कितना इक्विपमेंट, कितना मेडिसिन किसको चाहिए, कितनों को असली ज़रूरत है. And here, sir, all Panchayat Raj secretaries, health secretaries, all the concerned municipal commissioners, zonal circles, commissioners should daily issue a health bulletin, sir, and there should be consistency in their reports. One cannot say there is 32 deaths, one cannot say 60 deaths. There should be a consistent report, factual, truthful report. Any violation of this, similarly, penalize them under NDRF Act. Here, my humble request to the Prime Minister and to all the MPs and MLAs. Kindly be there to serve people at public healthcare centers, government hospitals, and burial grounds. All the MPs under their MP LAD scheme kindly release immediate funds for ambulances, first aid ambulances. We need people to be trained under first aid, especially on CPR and all the equipment that is there in a simple ambulance. Also, we need a backup of a technician training them. We need an electrician who can handle what has happened at medical hospitals. We need a backup electricity grid. All the electricity grids should be brought under the central government, sir. And see that there is no power failures, especially to the hospitals and nursing homes and the public healthcare centers, and especially to the government hospitals. There should be 24 hours power supply. And I request all the party MLAs and MPs, please be present at the burial grounds and daily give report to the concerned emergency team heads of your zone and your circle, so that we should match the number of deaths that are being reported at all the burial grounds, cemeteries and other places. How many coffins have been sold, how many people have been buried, how many people have been burnt. Yes, it has to, then this is the emergency. That is why emergency team heads, irrespective of any political party, irrespective of any religion or any caste-based organization or any NGOs, they are directly involved in reporting the direct data to you. And whenever this data is being issued, the bulletin is being broadcasted, kindly appoint rapporteurs who will document the entire report and send the Excel sheet directly to you, sir. Every ZPTC, every MPTC should report directly from the burial grounds, public healthcare centers, and the government hospitals. What exactly are their needs? What is the data that they have taken into cognizance and the fact? What is the thing that they have to report daily? How many cases have been reported? A. B. How many cases are under treatment? C. How many cases have died? And how many cases have recovered? This data on a daily basis has to be updated on the concerned website of the concerned state district portals. If they don't have anything, let them put it to you, sir. You put it under a different web portal. District-wise information should be updated on these 4 important criteria and category. Yes, there is some data that is being collated and being put up in your websites, but there is no correlation between what is being reported from the ground and what is being broadcasted in different media. It is creating a confusion to the common man. It's time we stop the confusion to the common man, especially to the citizen of this country, not to the voter of this country. Based on this ground level report, sir, I request you to kindly coordinate with all the vice chancellors of different universities and all the different vice chancellors of different universities with their NSS teams. They can coordinate with their respective resident welfare associations and different NGOs of that particular zone, and they report it back to the ETH. In this way, there will be real transparency from the ground level, sir. What you need today is the actual ground level information, the truth from the ground. And being a common man from India, these are my few humble suggestions for you, sir. You should also be safe. You should also be healthy. We need you at this time of crisis. We need the Prime Minister who is really taking the load. But I request you humbly, sir, to kindly keep these facts in mind. And last but not the least, sir, the lockdowns are not going to give you results, sir. The containment zones are going to give results. How? Every containment zone should be declared by their own resident welfare association, by their concerned municipal commissioner circle. If the people are deliberately violating all the COVID appropriate behavior protocols, let that zone be closed. Let that area be closed, not locked down. Let it create a containment zone. Then only the people of this country will become responsible and stop their irresponsible behavior. Kindly close down all the liquor shops, belt shops, especially in Telangana. That is the hub of spreading. People are coming at 6 o'clock in the morning to buy liquor. Is it emergency? I am requesting you humbly, sir, except the groceries and essential items, the medical equipment, rest all the shops can be closed, at least for the next 2 months. That is my humble request, sir. If the health of this country has to be recovered, we have to stop the liquor shops, belt shops, the Kallu compound, the toddy compounds in different parts, and especially the stop manufacturing and advertising of all these gutka packets. A lot of celebrities are, advertising for these gutka endorsements. Where is the action that is being taken, sir? Kindly stop all this gutka manufacturing this thing, and especially it is coming from the state of Gujarat. My humble request, Prime Minister, sir, thank you for viewing this video. If you think something is important in this, valid, it can be utilized, kindly utilize, sir. I humbly, sincerely pray from my heart that you are safe, you are healthy, and every Indian is healthy. We all need to come over this. Let us stay positive except for COVID. Let us spread happiness and cheer. Let us have the proper frame of mind. Let us be healthy. Thank you very much, sir. Jai Hind. Bharat Mata ki Jai Ho.